Hey, welcome to Learn a Little Something with Ronnie and Chad. I am Ronnie, he is Chaz. And what you just did there was me asserting my dominance as the alpha. Chaz is a beta bitch. Welcome to the podcast. Beta
Welcome,
bitch?
guys. Not a beta bitch. I am totally an alpha ass. That's what I am.
Well, you asked before the podcast, you said, can you introduce me?
I did not say that. You're mad because I had a sick-ass topic that I wanted to cover on this
You sat down, you said, do you have any topics? I said, yeah, I've got a lot. What do you have? You said, nothing. And then you said, oh, wait, I do have topics. I'm just kidding, Ronnie. I said, no, you don't. Let me see your notes. And then what did you do? You showed me 2 lines that you typed 20 seconds ago. Beta bitch. And hate you. Hate you. Hey. Love you, but also hate you.
Alpha ass.
All right. It's Learn a Little Something with Ronnie and Chad. We're just vibing. We're goofing. We're joking.
Jeebing.
And let's just talk. Hey, how about this? I'll get you rolling. Here's a topic you could talk about, but you're too stupid to think to talk about it.
Jesus.
Well, I'm a little mad. Because
you don't seem mad, you seem angry.
Because as I said before the podcast, you tell me, dude, I am ready to take the podcast to the next level.
I did not say that before this podcast, but keep going.
But have you said that before?
Maybe.
Exactly. Your beloved JoJo's is back.
Stone Ocean. I am so excited. I still have like 4 or 5 episodes left. We actually saved some episodes to watch. We didn't binge through it completely.
That's good.
Yeah. And it's awesome so far. I love JoJo's.
I mean, it's only been out for 2 days, and you worked for 10 hours both days, and so you already watched 8, which is a little, calm down, but sure, congratulations.
I should have watched all 12, just to freaking shut your face.
Well, the way your dumbass roommate Kyle burns through television, it wouldn't surprise me at all. And also, he's playing you. He's seen all of it.
I would not be shocked if he has, but it's my Netflix account.
Let's go ahead and talk about this. This has been a brewing in the pot for a while now. I've wanted to tell the good people about our dinner party invite.
Yes, that is the number one topic I had on my list. I was prepared for you to say.
It wasn't on your list, but okay. So, backstory. Few weeks back, I received a text message from a random number. Now, this is always one of my favorite things to receive. I like to have a good time. What we got was, random number says, and I quote, "Happy fall. This is Eddie and Mary West. Just wanted to remind you, too, that our dinner club meeting is here at, address inserted, on Tuesday, November 9th at 5:30 p.m. Our entree will be shredded barbecued pork and shredded barbecue chicken. Pretty good menu.
Yeah.
We are looking forward to seeing y'all again. Don't forget to bring a veggie and a starch. And please RSVP. Thank y'all." And then they put the address one more time. 2 minutes later, I get the same exact text message, but this one, instead of saying bring a veggie and a starch, it says, "Please bring bread and the wine."
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, I respond, and I'm with you at this time, "We'll be there. RSVP'd, Ronnie and Chad." They wait a day, and then they reasonably respond, "Who are Ronnie and Chad?" And I decided, I had some things brewing, but at the time I was busy, forgot to respond.
I was kind of offended by this. I was thinking, have you not heard of the pod?
She must be thinking about Ronnie and Chaz, which is understandable. That Chad guy is not as popular. A few days go by, I forget to respond. November 9th comes along, which, if you remember, is the time of the
Lunar eclipse?
Dinner party. Okay? I get a text, or get a phone call, and I don't answer. It's a number I don't know. And I get a voicemail, all right? Let me play this voicemail for everyone.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Chad and Ronnie, we are waiting on the coleslaw and the macaroni and cheese, and you two have not shown up with either. So we just wanted to let you know we've not started eating yet because we're waiting on you. Okay. Thanks so much. Bye.
All right. Theories, okay? Obviously, it sounds like a middle-aged woman or middle to upper-aged woman.
Yep,
actually,
southern accent.
which makes sense because here's the thing. When we first got the text, they sent the address. We were like, how funny would it be if we went? And we really wanted to. Now, you had some personal matters that came up. We kind of forgot about it. It couldn't happen. One of my life's biggest regrets.
Oh, yeah. Top 5.
But so anyway, she is either in on the joke, or here's my theory. I thought this was some sort of like club meeting. It's not necessarily friends getting together, like a neighborhood party, something along those lines where, yeah, you kind of know the people you're texting, but also you might have just met them once or twice, just kind of
Said
acquaintances.
hello. Yep.
Yeah. And for all I know, they say Ronnie and Chaz. Well, that's not, who were those people? But they acted like they knew what we were talking about. So they're like, oh yeah, they'll come.
And they definitely thought we were a couple, I think.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they did, which is good for them. You know, Southern elderly people, that is good. You know, change is happening, people. Congratulations. So, anyway, they might have been messing right back with us. If that's the case, good on them. I love it. In my own personal world, my heart of hearts, what I hope happened is they were just like, okay, I'm not exactly sure who that is, but they're going to take care of that. We'll see them when they get here. Because it was literally 2 hours after the dinner started. Okay? So I got to, send a text back. I sent a text to the number. By the way, the number who called me was a different number than the people who initially texted me. So I sent something back to them. Sorry, running a few hours behind. Chaz got the initial text messed up and told me we were to bring bread and wine. When I went back to get the address, I saw where we were supposed to ignore that one and bring veggie into starch. Starting up my famous baked mac and cheese now, and we'll be on our way.
The best part is you just saying, sorry, we'll be a few hours.
Running a few hours.
Who says that?
Because we
few
were
hours?
already 2 hours late.
We're running a few hours behind. Who says that? Few minutes, whatever. Few hours.
Well, we hadn't even started the mac and cheese, bro. We weren't even together. So, I'm like, all right, we'll see what happens with there. I get put in a group text.
But before this, though, you got to mention this part.
Yeah.
I had some personal matters come up. So I get a text from old Ronnie here saying, asking if I'm pulling a prank on him.
Right. Because that was where my initial thought went.
And I instantly think, what is this guy even talking about? Because you don't mention, I don't think your initial text even mentioned that you got a voicemail and everything, and then you finally sent the voicemail right after.
Because my line of thinking was, I received the call. I didn't even remember what day the dinner was supposed to be, so I went back and looked at the initial text and was like, holy shit, it is actually the day it's supposed to be, 2 hours after we were supposed to be there. So I'm like, this is the most organized and flawless prank Chaz has ever pulled, but I had to believe that it was you.
Well, I don't know how. Yeah, most organized and flawless prank I've ever pulled. You should have known instantly. Oh, Chaz, there's no way Chaz pulled this one off.
Yeah, and so I get put in a group text with the initial number and the number that called me. That copy and pasted me saying that we were running a few hours behind. And they sent into the group text, got this one on my phone after y'all left. Talking to the other person.
They had already eaten and left.
So I kind of waited to see if anything responded. Nothing happened. And then in preparation, or a day later, I renamed the group text Dinner Dames with a heart emoji. Still nothing there. And then today, in preparation for the podcast, I thought I'd drop a little something in there because I felt like they were mad at us.
Yeah, they were definitely mad.
And
I don't know if they pulled the prank on us with
Right.
that voicemail or if they were genuinely mad. I still haven't decided.
Yeah, me either. But I still want to have dinner.
Me too.
So I sent something, and I hope my tone was okay. They haven't responded yet, but it's still early. I said, hey, y'all. I know we dropped the ball on the mac and cheese, but y'all are wrong for not inviting us to the Thanksgiving potluck. Once again, we are very sorry and would love the chance to make it up to you. Love, Ronnie and Chaz. Hope y'all have a great. I meant to put great day, but I was so anxious to send it off. It just says, hope y'all have a great. So hopefully they respond. You know, we're sorry to let you guys down. We felt like this is really what was going to blow us up. But
in all honesty, if I didn't have something come up, I feel like we would have been there and we would have vlogged the entire situation.
Yeah, because we are vloggers. That's what we are.
We're vloggers, yep.
Dude, I got this new soap. And, okay, can I tell you my soap dilemma?
Like hand soap or actual
shower soap? Bathing soap. So I've been using the same stuff for a while. And
Name it.
It was Dove Men.
Well, trick question. No free advertisements in this one.
Well, it's true, but I'm getting ready to kind of shit on them, so
okay.
It's not really an advertisement. Okay. And honestly, they were fine. I used it for a good long while, reasonably priced, good smell. But my skin kind of started being irritated.
I've noticed.
Or, thank you. Thank you for noticing. Or I was just tired. It was one of the two. Maybe it was in my mind. I was playing it up. But I was like, all right, it's time for a change. So, you know, I hate small business. I went on Amazon and I was looking for, get Jeffrey Bezos to $1 trillion. Was looking for some different soap options. And you fell into this trap once. This Sasquatch.
Dude, I love it, though.
It just pops up everywhere. And it's very expensive, and I see the size of bars of soap, and they're going to go quick. They're going to go quick.
There's 3, though. There's 3.
Yeah, and it's $30. Oh, it's like...
Really?
Yeah.
See, I got a bundle of soaps, shampoo, and conditioners.
Right. Yours, I remember, was like $50.
Yep.
Something along those lines.
Organic.
Congratulations. Well, see, here's the thing. I just didn't. Every commercial that they do, they show like a girlfriend getting in the shower with the guy. She's like, "Oh yeah, this soap.
We
is
definitely
good.
do not have one."
And
of
I
those.
was like, "Well, I don't have a lady to get in this shower and soap me up, lather me up. So I don't know if this soap is for me." So what I did is I found this one that had was advertised as big ass bricks of soap. It was Duke Cannon Supply. Okay, highly rated. And I was like, all right, let me see here. Yeah, 3,179 people have rated it, 4.5 stars.
Solid.
Pretty solid. $27, 3 things of soap. But all the reviews said this is a big-ass brick of soap. This is a Babs, okay?
Babs. Holy shit.
So I look at the scents, okay? And I see I think they're supposed to be manly. Okay, they're going for a man thing here. And I'm as we established earlier, I am the alpha of the group. So I was like, well, this kind of...
So you're trying to get man soap is what you're saying. Because you've been using lady soap, so now you're trying to get
Well, it was Dove men's soap. I think I
okay.
cleared that earlier. One of my favorite bars of soap is the Dove white soap. It smells a little feminine, but I love it. It's just a good, clean smell.
Okay.
So let me know what you think of these scents.
Campfire sounds manly.
Did I already say campfire?
Sounds manly, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah. And what do you think when
Forest?
you kind of smell it? Fresh cut pine.
Okay. See,
I was like, fresh cut. I was like, I'd love to smell like a fresh cut pine. And leaf and leather. Okay.
See, out of all of those, fresh cut pine probably intrigues me the most.
But that's your most standard one. You're like, oh yeah, fresh cut pine, sure. And then campfire. I don't know what exactly I was expecting, but I was like.
It sounds good.
I was like, oh yeah, maybe it's going to make me sound like a nice fall crisp evening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where I get the campfire going. And then leaf and leather. I was like, well, I like leather. You know, I like the smell of... I love walking into a leather shop.
And leaves are all right. They're not bad.
And leaves, you know, I can't say that I just go and smell them, but I'm sure they're fine.
They're falling everywhere right now.
So I get the soap, and dude, let me tell you, it is a big-ass bar of soap. Let's see if I can see when I ordered this thing.
Did it fit in the shower?
Yeah, it fit in the shower. What are you talking about?
Well, you're saying big ass bar of soap. This, to me, that could be the size of a car.
I would say, I bet it's 3 times as much soap as those Dr. Sasquatch things, because I bet it's 2 put together, and then I bet it's a little bit wider.
So it's like 3 put together.
Yeah, a bunch of the reviews said it's about 3 bars of soap is what it feels like. And as I said, I ordered this on October 10th. I'm the kind of guy who's going to shower 6 times, 7 times a week. To stay clean.
Do you really? You seriously do that?
Yeah.
Seriously, you get in the shower 6 to 7 times a week?
Yeah.
Wow, that is like 4 times as much as I do. Keep going.
Okay. Got it on October 10th. I just, this past week, got through the fresh cut pine. And it was lovely.
Wait. You use
Talk to me.
that much soap?
What do you mean?
Dude, I go through 1 bar of soap every like 6 months.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Do you have how do you soap
My
up?
soap routine?
Yeah, tell me.
It's funny you ask.
Well, it's not funny. It's concerning. I need to hear it. This is your toilet paper situation all over again.
Yes, I shit on company time. I think I've said this multiple times.
I know. You have on the podcast.
It's that one meme. It's, I don't shit for free. I wait till Monday to shit on company time.
But you're not showering at work, so explain yourself.
Well, this is what I'm explaining. I got a bar of soap, okay?
Okay.
Right now I'm using the Cetaphil. I don't know if you know what Cetaphil is or
No.
Cetaphil.
You highly recommend, or?
I highly recommend. It's not like it's a very smelly smell. It's like just a clean.
But it's the kind of smell that smells
Smelly.
smelly. SpongeBob Chronicles coming soon.
And it's very clean. Not a strong smell at all.
Is there a scent?
Yes, it's just a soap scent.
Okay. All right.
An SS.
Boring.
But it's for as you know, I have sensitive skin.
Okay.
I get very dry skin easily.
You do?
This is for sensitive type skin that gets eczemas.
Okay. What kind of price are we talking about? Where do you get it? Where do you purchase?
I get it at the grocery store.
Okay.
So just a regular old Kroger or Publix for all you Southerners out there.
All right. What price point?
It's a good question.
Okay, you don't know.
Don't know it.
Mom totally buys it for you. Keep
Nope.
moving on.
Like I said, I buy it once every 6 months, so why would I know it?
Well, you buy one. Wait. You're telling me you buy 1 bar of soap at a time?
Yes, every 6 months.
Okay. All right.
Why are you laughing?
No,
I don't like the
I'm not
looks you
laughing.
give.
I'm not laughing. It's just funny that you go to help Bezos get to $1 trillion, dog.
You are right. I did actually. This is a lie. I did order
okay, here we
sack
go.
of 2. I ordered a sack of 2 of soap.
Well, don't call it a sack.
The other one is just chilling under my sink, and it will not be touched for at least 5 to 6 months.
All right.
Because I bought it about a month ago. But yes, I get the soap. I lather it up in a squeegee, whatever you call it.
Not wrong. Very wrong.
Huh?
A squeegee is not correct.
What is it called then? A loofah. An oopa.
Not a Oompa Loompa. It's a loofah.
It is a loofah.
Okay.
Put some on a loofah. Do my skins below the neck.
So you're a loofah guy.
Only below the neck.
Okay.
So I do my chest, my boys,
Yeah.
I don't do the feet or anything like that because the soap runs down, so it gets your legs.
Right.
Do everything below the neck.
Right. Stop right at the boys because everything else falls down and hits the
I
legs
do the
and
boys.
feet.
I do the boys. Everything
That's
else
what I said.
goes to the legs and feet.
Thank you for listening.
Both of my feet. And then I put some on my hands and rub my face in it.
You're not supposed to do that, dude.
Yeah, you are. With Cetaphil, you can.
You
With
know what?
Cetaphil, you can because it's
Is that what Cetaphil said?
That's what science says. And I'm a man of science. But yes, I rub some on my face, gets rid of my acne. I rarely get acne.
Don't say the word rub. Rub is not a good skincare word.
I tussle my face.
You can say rub gently.
I, lather my face.
Okay.
With
gently.
my hands.
Say gently, though.
I lather gently with my face.
Yeah.
and I get all that off, and then I wash it off, and that lasts me about 6 months.
Well, definitely too long.
Is that too long?
That is definitely too long, I think.
Do I seem like a kind of a clean guy to you, though?
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that you're unclean. I mean, it's probably... I don't know.
I'm just trying to save money, man.
Well, that is not the place to do it. But so anyway, back to my whole point. So I went through the fresh cut pine, had a good experience.
You went through a fucking 7-pound bar of soap.
Well, it's not 7 pounds.
In 1 month.
It was 2 months.
Okay.
Because, what did I say?
Well, not 2 months, because it's only December 3rd.
Well.
I assume you finished this weeks ago.
I said October 10th was when I got it.
When'd you finish?
I just finished
Not last night.
I finished it right at the end of November.
So a month and a half.
Yeah, I think I was washing the stench of Thanksgiving dinner off me because no one has to know that, or no, everyone knows this, but I went hard that evening. But anyway, all right, yeah, I did, because guess what? I use it. All right, I'm not trying to save it. I'm using that stuff.
Well, that's where I save my money, is in my bars of soap.
When I walk out, I want Travis to be like, when did we plant a pine tree in here?
So you're one of those guys where you can just smell it throughout the house. See, I'm one of those where I'm like, I don't want people to know that I just showered. I'm going.
Oh, no. When I walk through a room, I want someone to be like, Ronnie got out of the shower. And I don't want it to be like overpowering, but just, enough to, I walk by, you go, oh, he smells nice.
How much soap gets on your skin? Be honest.
I would say a fair amount.
No, that doesn't sound like a fair amount to me. That sounds like a pheromone, where it's like just leaking out of your skin.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. No wonder you've been more handsy with me lately. So anyway, I didn't know this soap thing had so many legs, but I'm glad we're talking about it. Everyone, tell us about your soap. What soap would you recommend? Because I'm still, because here's the thing. Duke Cannon, pretty good fresh cut pine, good work. I moved on to the leaf and leather, because here's what happened. I ran out of the fresh cut pine while I was in the shower, and I forgot to get the new, so I had to reach over and open up the box and throw it out. And dude, it smells, and I'm not kidding, like dirt. And
Really?
when I say dirt, I don't mean just bad. I mean like actual soil.
So you do not use this soap anymore.
I've given it a couple tries because I'm like,
maybe it gets better.
I'm like, maybe am I just thinking about it too much? But yeah, because when I smelled it in the box, I was like, oh, I kind of get the notes of leather. But when I'm in the show and I'm rubbing, I don't know why I said that. It's it smells rub-a-dub-dubbing. Oh, that's what I should have said. I messed up. Yeah, dude, smells like I'm playing right behind second base in the dirt.
Well, if you know me, female's like a natural guy.
And so, well, yeah, that explains why you go through six bar of soap in 6 months.
Because I like that natural smell.
So I am worried. I'm going to have to probably try the campfire because I'm not sure this is going to get it done. And I will say I've been a little self-conscious about it, so I've done a couple more rubs of deodorant to kind of try, just in case someone walks by and is like, wait, does he smell like dirt?
Well, I've never thought that, but I'm going to definitely sniff you on my way.
Okay.
On my way by from now on.
Yeah.
And like I said, females like that natural smell, boys. That's why you see girls just sniffing me all the time.
Well, that doesn't happen.
Well, you've seen them kind of take a step back and give it a little whiff. Wafting.
I don't know if I've seen that either. I think I've seen them. Honestly, their faces, when they look at you and get close to you, their faces kind of say, if I had to, put words behind their face, it says, does this guy use 1 bar of soap every 6 months? That's ridiculous. Do you realize
that's
that
not
would mean
ridiculous? That
would mean if you were the only person to ever use your soap, and when you were a child, that definitely didn't happen. Wait. Let's say
it's not that crazy.
Let's say since you could drive, okay, which was
almost 10 years.
Yeah, almost 10 years. You've gone through 18 bars of soap.
Yeah. ever since I've been legally legally authorized to motorize a vehicle, that did not make any sense.
Right.
I have only used 18 bars of soap.
Exactly.
And that might be an exaggeration.
Oh, it might be?
It might be like 15.
All right, cool. So we got an email. You can email us at thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com. Oh, by the way, we've been getting a bunch of messages. Everyone who sent us something that we were on their Spotify Wrapped.
Yep.
We
love you.
Love you.
And everyone that didn't send us something, hate you.
That is, or you use Apple Music and it's just as big. And if you use Stitcher, you're a little weird. Why would anyone use Stitcher?
Maybe they're. I can't even think of a single reason.
Yeah. If you use Stitcher, let us know why. And if you use something else, I don't even know if we're on other stuff. I think we're on.
I would love to know people that use Stitcher.
Google Podcast,
or people that even know how to operate Stitcher.
I mean, we're just so big, I just can't even keep track of all the places we're at.
YouTubes.
But yeah, all the people who sent those in, that's so freaking cool. Can't believe some of you losers listen to us for 50 plus hours.
Yeah.
God.
We've talked for 50 plus hours.
That's crazy too. Yeah. We're even bigger losers. Why would we sit down and do this for 50 plus hours? So Lucas sends something in. He goes, hey, Ronnie and Chad. Honestly, you want me to tell you the truth? He was the first person who's ever basically sent in an application to replace you as my co-host.
And that says something about people love me and they don't want to see me going. But Lucas, here's the thing about Lucas. I don't hate you for doing this. I respect you for trying to put yourself out there. You can't get a job without sending out an application. So
yeah. And then honestly, first that made me happy, and then I got mad because then later in the email he says, "Chad, love your taste in women and in anime.
Thank you.
The world, though." And then he said, "Fuck that guy Ron," by the way. Which, fuck you, Lucas. He said, "Ronnie, what's your favorite wing sauce and favorite wing place to eat?"
Doesn't like wings or sauce.
That is it's kind of true, guys.
It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting.
Because
and
I don't want to mess around with Ronnie. When he's going to eat, he's going to eat. All right? I'm not there to play with my food and pick through the bones. Just give me some rub. Like we went to dinner.
It's all peeled off and there's no evidence that it was left behind by an animal. That's what he's thinking, guys.
No, I will devour an animal. Just get it off the bone and let me go straight for it and get put down more that way.
I'll answer your question, Lucas. My favorite is...
But I will eat wings. Don't. He asked me, so I'm going to answer. I like a good hot sauce. All right. If I'm not going hot sauce, I'm probably going barbecue or a sweet and spicy. There was a sweet and spicy when I worked at Zaxby's. Very good.
It was all right.
But yeah, I would say that's the order. Hot sauce, just a traditional hot sauce, barbecue, sweet and spicy.
Yeah, mine is a hot sauce. I like to up the level a little bit. I don't go for the hottest sauce in the building, but I do go for one of the hotter sauces. Like tonight, I had some XXX hot sauce.
Yeah.
And I do like lemon pepper, and that's about as much as I go because I love my hot sauce, and you know that, Ronnie. You know that.
Your lemon, yeah, you go lemon pepper. Like, chill out with the lemon. But lemon pepper that's acceptable. But you also I can't even get started on the whole lemon thing right now. Favorite place to eat them? We go to just like a sports bar that is not a chain. So
it is a chain.
Is it?
There's multiple Betos. Chains.
Where do you think they're at?
All in the state of Georgia, probably.
So why would you get me on that technicality when it is not going to apply for 99.7% of our audience? Why would you do that?
I would say 99.9, but
why would you do that?
You never know. You just never know.
Because I'm sure that they're probably owned by the same guy who operates in Georgia, and you're like, just don't be such a dick. Also, I don't know. I know this is a chain. We call it Buffalo's. When people hear Buffalo's, they think Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's not. It's Buffalo's.
It's Buffalo's Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Buffalo Wild Wings has some very hot sauce.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah, very hot.
Taco Mac's a chain too, but I feel like where we're supposed to have Buffalo Wild Wings, there's Taco Mac's in those locations.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
There's not a lot. There is Buffalo Wild Wings around us.
Yeah,
but
there
not
are
as many.
but not a whole. Like I couldn't. If you told me let's go right now, I wouldn't know where to go without looking one up.
And I do know where to go, and
I've never been to one. I'll say that.
I've only been a couple times. The one that I'm thinking of is from where we're at right now, approximately 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want to go tonight?
You want to just go right now?
Just check it out.
Well, we'll finish this and then let's go.
Okay.
Even though we ate 1 hour ago. I see now Buffalo's Cafe. They had a thing called Bash Night where it was all you could eat wings for I think it was like $14, $15. Me and the boys, we used to go mob up there on it was like Monday or Wednesday nights. My record this was a long time ago, so I don't no judgments. This is when I was I'm still athletic, but boy I was burning some calories on the tennis court back then. I had some very serious recreational basketball going on, and I ate 52 wings.
God, that's so weak.
What did you eat?
I don't know. I never kept track.
So then don't say that it's weak when you've never even dreamed of climbing the cliffs that I've climbed.
I will climb any cliff that you
Would you like to talk about your nicotine addiction? Because guess what? I will never again say that Chaz is just on
This
an
one's not
excursion.
that good.
Because guess what has happened, everyone? He's played too close to the fire. He's got burned. He's just straight up addicted now. This is a very regular occurrence.
I'm not addicted because this is my last excursion.
Nope.
Fa-la-la-la-la.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm throwing it out. I'm not kidding, guys. When this podcast is over, I'm going outside this window, and I am throwing this bitch as far as the eye can see.
I'll believe it when I see it. No, you had a pretty extensive list of topics. What did you want to talk about?
I just had one story.
Oh, wait, no. Lucas had a question for you. Sorry, I'm so bored of you that I didn't want to... Oh, well, actually, okay. Favorite cocktail drink? That's what he asked.
Favorite cock? Let's see. That would have to be...
He also said some pretty crazy things about your mother, but I think she's a nice lady, so I'm not going to read that here.
If I'm out and about around the bar scene, I would definitely say a Red Bull vodka because I got to get the heart going.
Yeah.
Maybe some other things to go along with it, get me really going. And then if I'm,
He's talking about cocaine.
And that is not what I'm talking about, Ronnie. That was very inappropriate. What I am talking about, though, is if I'm chilling at the house, it's a cold winter night, a Jack and Coke.
Okay, and also, I'm just now noticing, what the fucking bullshit are you drinking right now? I want you.
No. Do not say it like that.
I want you to look at the front of that can and read it word per word into the microphone and then deal with the repercussions.
There's no repercussions. I grabbed this out of the refrigerator. It was in there.
God. This makes me so mad what you were getting ready to have to say.
It's coolin'. It is MacLeod Ultra Organic Seltzer Cucumber Lime. 80 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugars.
Because guess what? You've said what we needed to say. Organic
USDA
Seltzer Cucumber Lime.
It was in the refrigerator. What am I supposed to do? Just see it?
I saw the refrigerator. I got a water. Okay, because I had to wait on you because you were getting the fix for your addiction. So I had to stand there. I saw in the refrigerator there were many, many, many options. So why did you get the organic seltzer cucumber lime?
How many options were there?
7.
All right, there was beer, there was this, there was even White Claws.
Yep.
There was multiple things. I saw this and I saw organic and I thought, well, you know what? I'm being very unorganic, smoking a vape. There's nothing organic about it. I better get this.
God, that is terrible. All right. And I would like for you to drink or finish it because it's been 35 minutes since you've been down here.
It's a
very
big
few calories.
can.
And also, we're doing a podcast. Don't pick up the Guitar Hero guitar because why would you do that? Because that's not cool.
Well, I want people to hear my fingers. I had a tremendous showing. We told the fans, all of the fans, so many of them, that I would pick up this guitar I would slay out, which I did. And you didn't. You even took a photograph, maybe even a videograph, and you never once showed people my skills because I think you're a little jealous that I'm that good, is what it is.
It wasn't a very professionally done video, and if there's one thing we're about here, it's professionalism. Okay?
You are right about that, yep.
I knew that with the video content we made, it could be better, okay?
Okay.
Because it was dark in here, all right?
Well, we might have to do it tonight.
Maybe so. This TV's top of the line. People can tell what's going on in it.
You are very, what's it called? What time is it? 9 o'clock? Yeah, that's, you won't stay up that much longer, so don't know if you will.
Don't say that. You had a long list of topics. What you got?
I have a story that I was just going to tell. If
you want to tell it now, or you want to go through a couple more of mine? You want Ronnie's Rant of the Day? It's a new segment.
Let's go through some rants and stuff. This is just a random story that I wanted to bring up.
Ronnie's Rant of the Day. It's everyone's favorite segment. Let's see which one I choose. I got a whole list here. These things make me angry. All right. Oh, I want to rant about Pokemon.
Oh, no. What are you hating about Pokemon?
All right. Here we go. Now, I know people might say it's pronounced Pokemon.
Don't say that.
But I agree. Because we call it Pokemon.
We do.
And that's fine, I think. So,
you Pokemon.
Growing up, Travis was way into Pokemon, okay? Especially during the Diamond and Pearl era. All right? There were many times
good arc.
on family vacations when he would talk and I would play. All right? And I enjoyed it, but I never played Pokemon for too long. I always, I don't know if I beat a game until like a couple years ago when we were playing the one on the Switch, which I believe is Sword and Shield.
I also beat that one.
You did not beat it. You got to the 6th gym, and you suck. So anyway, Travis was pumped because they were releasing on the Nintendo Switch the redone versions of Diamond and Pearl, his favorite ones. He pre-ordered this like 2 months ago, okay? Now, I was like, oh yeah, I'll play that. So I started up a Diamond one and had a real solid team going, got through 2 gyms, okay? What is Pokemon's slogan?
Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah, and Ronnie is a guy who's going to play it by the books, okay?
Also, it's an anime, let's be honest.
Because listen, the 8 gyms, not tough enough for me. I want to try and catch them all. Now, would I ever do that? No, there's too many. It's not something I'm going to.
So you're not actually about the slogan. Then.
But in my head, I'm good. If you were to ask me what I'm playing, all right, I would say, I'm catching them all.
Okay.
But this is me stepping outside of myself for a minute after a large morning of anger this past weekend and saying, I'm probably not going to catch them all because it's not going to keep my interest for that long. But going into it, fucking catching them all. All right?
You do have that mindset. You did say that on the Switch version.
So I started up, booming, and I'm so excited, okay? I get an Abra right out the gates pretty early on.
Dope.
All right. Evolve it into a Kadabra. Yep. And I'm like, okay, my team's looking good. I go with Turtwig because guess what? I'm a grass type. I feel like people shit on the grass types, so I go for the grass types because if everyone's going right, Ronnie's going left. Yep. Get him, evolve him up. Okay, who else do I have? Oh, I have a Scyther, which I didn't really remember.
Scyther is a dope Pokemon.
He's very cool.
I remember it from Fire Red. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was green. He was flying around. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God, when this guy evolves, it's going to be dope as shit.
And you're just thinking too, you're also like, why would I go with another, like a bug grass type when I already have this grass type? But you know what? This one's cool as fuck, so I'm going to do it.
Oh my God. Dude, my team was so perfectly built because I got a Ponyta, cutest Pokemon ever. All
Fire.
Right? So I was so well rounded. I had the Psychic Pokemon. What else did I have? Let me think here. Oh, Travis said I wouldn't. He tried my life. He said I wouldn't take a Bidoof all the way to the end. Guess what?
Did it.
Evolved it into a barrel. Guy knew a grass move, a water move, normal moves, and he had another, like a fighting move. He was so well-rounded, and I entered him in the beauty contest. Won on the coolest beauty contest. So, I mean, that's a good look at my team right there. I had it all. I was, soaring through these gyms. And so I walk in on Travis one Saturday morning. He's playing. I'm like, I'm ahead of you, but whatever. It's pretty cool. He's trying to connect to the interwebs. And I'm like, okay. And by the way, don't get me wrong. I already know about this fucking bullshit with the 2 games at one time.
What do you mean?
The Diamond and the Pearl, same exact, 95% same exact game. They
How many
changed,
years
like,
ago
2
was this?
gyms. I mean, that's Diamond and Pearl. I honestly
that's
really,
like 10.
2008 maybe 2000 something like that. But that's what they always do. There's always 2 different kinds because they're trying to grab the consumers by the balls and be like, you got to buy it for this 7% change in each game. Already makes me a little bit mad. All right, but at least then I'm like, well, maybe Travis usually he falls for it. He buys both games.
Oh yeah, he does.
So I'm like, I can still get, once he does that, I'll get the Pearl ones and I'll just transfer them over to my Diamond. There's probably a way to do that. Okay. So I look at him. He's connecting the Switch to the interwebs, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he tells me, "Oh, to get Kadabra to evolve into Alakazam, you have to trade it online." And I say, "This is what I say. I say, what the fuck did you just say to me?" He goes, yeah. It's same with Scyther too. To evolve it to its final stage.
What is Scyther's final stage? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I never got it.
Because Scyther's cool enough. You don't need a final.
So
stage.
he's named 2 out of the 6 Pokemon in my team. Okay.
Wow.
And I go. I'm sorry. I said, what do you say? He said, yeah. You have to trade them online to get them to evolve. And I say, are you fucking kidding me? He says, no, that's what you have to do. And I go, okay, that's some fucking bullshit, because if I'm going to catch them all, I'm trying to catch... It doesn't say, catch them.
It doesn't say trade them all.
It doesn't say,
Doesn't say trade them all, does it?
Can I catch them all, or can I catch most of them and then trade for some of them? Mm-hmm. Which one is it? Game. So I'm pissed already. He finally gets it online. He's in the trading rooms. He's in the global room with 2 other people. They're both from Japan. Shout out Japanese. Okay. I'm looking online. I'm like, all right, this is some bullshit. There's got to be a way. Can we, because no, I'm 25 years old. I don't know anyone playing Pokemon.
Yes,
that I can...
you do. Me?
No, not you. Not you.
Okay.
So I need someone to help trade so they don't take my Kadabra and run, because I'm trying to get an Alakazam.
Wait, he was falling for the trap of trading and then just hoping they would trade back?
Yeah, he was literally, I watched him. He was like, yeah, maybe I'll just get someone who's trying to do the same thing. Okay. So what do I watch him do? I watch him put his Kadabra on a trade.
On the trade market.
With some Japanese letters. Couldn't pronounce it. Okay. Don't read Japanese yet. Working on it. And he's got like a level 28 Kadabra. All right. We're trying to get an Alakazam.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm Googling. I'm already a little mad, but he doesn't know how mad I am yet. Okay. I watch this young Japanese man / woman / girl / boy.
Yep.
Just blindly trade him a level 63 Bulbasaur.
What?
That they've named Cookie. Okay? So they've nicknamed this Bulbasaur level 60 Cookie. All right?
Please tell me he kept it.
Well, he was just like, well, this doesn't seem fair. And that's when I started getting... The whole game is... He's only beaten the second gym. So you're telling me he can just plug in to the online communications and just go trade with some Japanese person and just get a level... And then just tear through the game? What integrity is this? He didn't even catch him. He just traded. He's not even catching them all.
Wait, so did he keep the Bulbasaur?
No. So at this point I was mad. I was really doing some Googling. And meanwhile I was kind of looking up, and... He didn't like it either. He traded another person his Bulbasaur, hoping that he would get a
A Kadabra that turns into Alakazam?
I guess he was just hoping someone was blindly out of 400 Pokemon was going to give him Kadabra, and he got instead a level 22 Barrel. And
why didn't you just plug in the interwebs and trade with him?
Because we play on the same Switch.
Oh, you could, dude. I have a Switch. You could have traded with me.
You don't have the game. It's a $60 game.
I do have the game. The Pokemon game?
The Diamond game.
This is the new Pokemon.
This is the new Pokemon
Oh, this
game.
is like 2 weeks ago then.
Yeah, this is not long ago. It just recently came out.
I keep thinking you're talking about the Shield one.
I apologize. I did kind of mention it, but it was quick because I was pretty amped up if you didn't notice. So I'm Googling. Apparently there's some outside app where you can like transfer your Pokemon from this game to this game. And I was like, okay, maybe we're on to something here. Maybe it'll trade if I do some magic work. And then I see, oh, but it's not prepared to handle Diamond and Pearl yet. You'll have to wait until 2022.
Wow. Well, that's what you get for buying another Pokemon.
Well, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. Travis bought it. But I was brought in on
Is
the
this
fun.
game, is it a cool game?
Oh yeah, it was throwing me back because I was like, "Oh my god, I feel like I'm driving down to Florida for a family vacation." Right
So this is better than the Shield game.
I think so, because it's no. That one was kind of cool too, as me reintroduced to Pokemon, but this one does feel more classic. Like it's got, just feels like home. I felt like behind the sticks, but it made me so mad, and I started thinking about this, and I was like, everything they're doing is just this is some bullshit. They're so money hungry.
It's consumerism.
They want me to buy both games. Then they want me to go on here and try and... There's no even chat function. You can't even be like, hey, buddy, by the way...
Trade me this?
I don't know you, but I'm trying to get an Alakazam. Are you trying to?
And even if you could, like you said, that was Japanese language. How would you do it?
So you know what? Fuck that game. Fuck it. Not playing it.
Respect. I respect you for saying
So guess
it.
what? My poor Pokemon are going to sit there for the rest of eternity.
Did you beat the game?
No.
No.
I haven't. I played it the night before. I saw that. And you know what I told Travis? And this is me being a dick because I said, wow, you just had to be out here trying to do this morning. And he went, what? I said, you've ruined it. I'm never playing it. You've ruined it. I'm never playing it again.
Bastard.
And then later he said, are you really never playing it again? I said, nope.
You're such a dick.
Pokemon, if you're listening, fix your shit.
Oh, there's definitely somebody from Nintendo at least listening to this pod.
It's just ridiculous, dude. Oh, we need more money. Let's make them buy both games. Just wanted an Alakazam. I never had an Alakazam growing up.
You really didn't?
No. Because I took...
Get better at the game.
I was too stupid to realize they were going to teleport every time. You couldn't fight. You had to throw a Pokeball and hope for the best right away.
Yep.
And by the time that I had strong enough Pokemon to be able to do that, I had my team set. I couldn't just take the time to raise a level 7 Abra.
I always used my Master Ball on the Alakazam.
Yeah, I mean that was smart stuff, but no, I couldn't do it. And I want you to tell your story before you do that. I want to thank you real quick. You helped me make a mental breakthrough this week. I put it in the notes.
What?
People who have listened to the podcast for a while might know that some of my brain
is not fully developed.
Well, there's certain things that tangle it up. When I say the word "fill," I always start to say "feel."
Mm-hmm. You've done it a lot.
I've done it a lot on this podcast, and I always catch myself. And then I was like, "Holy shit, something's not connected in my brain right," because I do it every time. Even when I'm not doing a podcast, I'll be like, oh, I got to go fill up on gas. But I'll be like, oh, I got to go feel up on gas. And I'm not touching gas. I'm not touching it.
Little erotic.
You told me, you know what you should do? You should think of it as the name Phil, Phil.
Yep.
I've never made the mistake again. I just think of it that way. And for some reason, when I don't think of it as Fill, I think of it as Phil. I say Phil every time. Look.
And I even said, make sure that if that doesn't work, you just think of Phil Collins playing the piano.
Yeah.
Just think of the guy.
Well, he was a drummer.
Well, he was.
I'm sure. Well, he was probably multi-instrument.
He's both.
But he was a bit well known for the drums. And the Tarzan soundtrack, best Disney soundtrack out there. Someone fight me.
Well, it's close.
It's the best. It's the best one.
Besides the new Aladdin, the live action Aladdin.
Well, yeah, you were trying to tell me about Will Smith's performance the other day, and I didn't want to hear any of it. Tell your story, dude.
This is just a random story. I meant to tell this on the pod probably 17 pods ago.
Better later than never, I always say.
This is just a story from high school. It's a pretty funny story.
Don't get our hopes up.
So it was a random night. I had a girlfriend at the time, and I wanted to spend the night over at her place.
Brag.
This is the one time I've ever had a girlfriend. But the only problem was I wasn't allowed to because we were in high school.
Right.
So
I could see where that
there was
would
an
be
issue
frowned
there.
upon.
We were under the age of 18s. And yeah, we were teens, but we weren't 18. That makes sense. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 are also covered under the teen.
In which I don't even know which one. I could have been 13 at the time. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't think you were.
Well, you're right. I drove there. So
Because, you're getting ready to talk about some disgusting stuff you did, so let's say that you were
not
at least
disgusting.
16 or 17.
This is not disgusting.
Well,
This
for a
is funny.
13-year-old.
So I wanted to spend the night, and she said, well, you're just going to have to sneak in and, hope for the best. She didn't say that. She just said, well, we did this multiple times. So it was just one of those where I go to the room. There's only one other person in the household, her mother.
Right. So you at this point, you had it down.
Oh, I had it down. I had done this probably, 17 to 18 times before.
Is this a neighborhood? She living in a neighborhood?
She lives in a neighborhood. I parked a couple houses down.
Just a couple.
Yep.
On the street?
Yep.
Just in front of someone's house.
Yep. And I did, well, there's a funny story about that later on too. I'll tell that later, but I get out of the car, I go down there, have to sneak in. Her mom's in her room, so I walk up the steps, sneak
Front
around.
door, side door?
Front door. So I sneak.
Well, this really sounds like a Navy SEAL mission that you went on, Chaz.
See, the crime's hidden in plain sight is what I always like to say. The more you make it seem like it's normal on the outside, people won't question it. When I get on the inside, that's where I go sneak mode.
Now, this is just two women in the house. Was she sneaking down your girlfriend to unlock the door to set it up for you? Okay.
She would just unlock the door and then go back up and say, all right, the time is now. Nice. The only problem was...
I was going to say bad parenting, but...
I was 16. This is when I first started driving. The only problem was her sister, who was 20 years of age, she was in college at the University of Georgia, had come home for the weekend. And for some reason, she did not want her sister to know, which I thought was kind of weird. I was like, that's not like a big deal. You wouldn't think, right?
Well...
Maybe she just maybe she just didn't want her to know.
Well, I could see if I was 20, I had a 16-year-old daughter. Whoa. Let the records be clear. I did not have a child at 4 years of age. I had a little sister of 16. I was 20-year-old. And my mom was in the house. I don't, wouldn't necessarily want a guy like Chaz pounding away at my sister.
Dude, and oh my God. Why would you say that? I was going over there to just... We weren't doing that.
Y'all weren't playing Mario Kart.
No, we were snuggling and talking about life. So get over yourself.
All right.
God. So I sneak upstairs. I have to be real quiet.
Well, in that case, I don't know why she would be worried. There seems like your girlfriend had other plans that she might have been concerned about.
There was 4 dogs.
Like her walking in and seeing you pounding your sister.
That wasn't happening, guys. There was 4 dogs in the house, though. That was one of the issues. One of the dogs is not a very friendly dog. It could be pretty aggressive.
Okay.
So I had to sneak around. I heard the dogs barking in the room, so I, sprinted past her mom's bed, freaking out, ran in her room.
Upstairs?
Upstairs.
Mom's room?
No, both rooms are upstairs.
Wow.
And I'm going through the hallway, and the hallway is... So, as soon as you get up the stairs, there's the mom's room, and I have to go through the hallway to her room. So it's on the other side of the upstairs, but,
That is an unfortunate floor plan for you.
It is. And fortunately, I did this lots of times without getting caught, except for this time. But I'm about
Mom's
to tell
door closed, open?
It's closed. So, but I can hear the dogs barking in there.
Okay.
Like they knew someone
Mom
was
slept
outside.
with all 4 dogs in the room?
2 of the dogs.
Well, starting to see why she might have been the only adult figure at the house.
So I get into her room and she goes, "My sister's in there. Be quiet. Don't talk." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." I didn't even know at the time that her sister is one room over.
Wow, this sounds like a magical evening. My sister's in there. Don't talk.
One room over. This was like just so savage for her to do this to me. So I get into her room. It's pretty late at this point, but her sister's like, "Oh, we need to talk, blah, blah." I can hear them talking. And so I just go, "Oh, fuck." I know, I can just feel, I can sense they're about to come in her room. So I hop.
Who is they? The mom and?
No. Just the sister and my girlfriend.
Okay.
So I hop on the other side of the bed and just throw like a little blanket over me on the other side of the bed, okay?
Yeah.
Her sister comes.
Now, what were you wearing other than the blanket?
Dude, I had clothes on. I like it. How many times do I have to tell you?
Fully clothed?
Fully clothed.
All right.
Jesus. I hop over there, and I can hear her sister walking in the room. They're talking just about...
Such a fucking beta move to sneak into your girlfriend's house and be like, "Yeah, let's just snuggle this evening."
Shut the... I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna park 2 houses down in front of someone else's house. They won't care. Okay? I'm gonna sneak in past the 4 dogs. And baby, I can't wait to just hold you in my arms.
Dude.
But I'll follow your directions. I will not talk.
I kissed her on the forehead, bro. We did more than that.
So beta.
Can I get to the best part?
Yeah, I got one more. Sorry. Our parents will be so fucking pissed if we get caught, but it's worth it to just hold you. Go on.
All right.
So you're
That's it.
on
It
the other
went-
side of the bed with a blanket.
That wasn't exactly how it went, but that was probably 90% of what I said. I'm on the other side of the bed, and I see her sister lay on the bed. And this point, when I said I threw a blanket over me, it was a very small blanket.
Right.
So I look up from the bed that I'm laying on, and her head, the back of her head, I can see. And I'm like, holy shit. This is like from a... I was thinking the whole time, this is from a movie. If she turns and sees me, she is going to be scared shitless.
He's going to scream.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm staying quiet. I'm like, and I can hear my girlfriend's voice is just shaking.
Okay.
She's being weird talking to her, but she's like kind of she's playing it off enough to where it's not seeming too awkward.
Rate her acting job.
Out of from a 1 to 10, I rate it a 7. So it could be better, but it's like one of those where it's like it works enough.
Passable.
It's
Perhaps
passable.
passable. Okay.
Yeah, it's barely passable. And so, yeah, it's about a 70. I give it a D. So she's barely passing here.
I bet you did give her a D.
I did not that night. Because you're about to find out what happened. And so, her sister is right above me. They're talking. And I'm thinking, too, her sister's not even going to care if she sees me. But now it's going to be really awkward because I'm hiding behind a bed and she's going to scream so loud.
Right.
So I can't let her see me. Because at one point I was like, I'll just say, "Hey, I'm here." Like,
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean?
I thought in your mind she was going to turn and see you. You were just going to be like, "Hey."
No, this is before I even hid there. But she didn't want me to be seen. So I was like, fuck it, I'll play along. And I was like, this is fun anyways. I had like an adrenaline rush. I was like, I like being sneaky and not seen. It's like I've sneaked around houses before and like peeping Tomed before. So
I think you guys called it the cuddle heist.
the CH, yep. And so her sister's talking and it is just brutal. It is, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes of me laying in an awkward position behind the bed and just seeing her head there. The fact that it literally like was a movie. She laid like, you know how they lay like right there and you're just right behind them and like how do they not see you? Mm-hmm. that is what it was like. I was like, this is insane how nothing's happened yet. They talk about bullshit. They talk about makeup at one point for 15 minutes. I'm like, this is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. She gets up and she's like, why don't we go in your room? She's like doing a terrible act. She did good for the first 15 minutes. Now she's doing bad.
Right.
She's like, why don't we go in your room and do this? She's like, what? She's like, you're being weird. She even said you're being weird at one point. She didn't say you're being gross and weird. She said you're being weird. And so she gets her to go in the other room. And I'm like, oh, thank fucking God. And so I had my phone on me and she texts me while she's in the other room. She's like, just stay in there. Like, hopefully she goes to bed soon.
Yeah, stay in there. Still want to cuddle. See you soon.
Another 20 minutes passes, and I'm like, this is terrible. So I get up. I'm like,
so what do you do for 20 minutes?
I'm still laying there.
In that same spot?
Yes. So
was there a bathroom connected to
There's a bathroom connected to her sister's room.
Okay, all right.
So I'm thinking at this point, I've got to get up. This is like, I was hurting. I was in an awkward position. I've been there for 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes. I get up and I start standing around the room and I'm pacing back and forth. I'm like, fuck, this is not good. It's like, this is not going to work out tonight.
The neighbor looks and just sees a boy in what's usually a girl's room just pacing back and forth.
Like, there's no way I'm getting a cuddle session tonight. And then I hear her sister start to come in the room, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm standing up in the middle of the room now. I get behind the door, and the door's open. I get behind it, and I'm hiding there, okay? Behind the door. She comes in the room and shuts the door. So
stay tuned. What does Chaz do next?
So this is what I did. I had a sweatshirt on. So when I hid behind the door, I put my hood over and I put the ropes around my sweatshirt.
You didn't. No, you didn't.
Listen, I squeezed them really. You know when you squeeze your sweatshirt hoodie real hard and it closes your face where only your eyes are shown?
I'm familiar with it.
Only my eyes were shown. She closes the door, looks at me, and goes, ah! Screams as loud as she can.
Now, is your girlfriend in the room at this point?
No, she was not. It was just me and her. For some reason, she came in there herself. I'm telling you, it was so weird.
Your girlfriend did a shitty job.
Yes. Well, she played it. Dude, I might be under exaggerating the 30 minutes. It could have been over an hour. Like, this is a long time. And she opens the door, runs out. She doesn't know it's me because I had the sweatshirt.
Yeah, good call by you, by the way.
I had the sweatshirt hoodie tied. She runs out, and I instantly I can hear her talking. She runs in the other room, slams the door, and all the dogs are going crazy now. And I can hear her talking in there. She goes, "Someone's in your fucking room. What is happening?" She goes, and I could hear she's like, "Who's in my? I have no. Someone's in there."
Grab the gun.
So I sneak out. Okay, I sneak out of the room. I tiptoe downstairs, open the door, close it, and just run to my car. I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is bad." It's like, because at this point, I didn't care about the sister, but all the dogs are barking. Her mom's waking up, so I was like, I got to get the fuck out of there. So I run to my car, drive off. I drive to my buddy's house, who I was at before this. You know my buddy. He did our graphic design. I drive over. I'm like, dude, some crazy shit just went down. I get a text from her. Her sister...
He goes, wow, the cuddling was that good, huh?
Well, it gets worse. I get a text from her, and her sister freaked out so hard, and she played along with the act that her sister called the cops. The cops...
What? The sister freaked out that much? He called the cops?
I'm saying that she played along as far as to let her call the cops,
right? Which
is just insane. Absolutely insane.
And if she had told me that, that's the moment I would have been like, yeah, maybe we should see other people.
Well... I get it because, like I said, all the dogs barked. She didn't want her mom to know that I was in there. It would have been awkward. It was 12:30 a.m. Why was I in her room?
Yeah, the police were called.
The police were called. They searched the house. They came in the house and searched the entire house. The police did. They came to the conclusion that no one was in there and that my girlfriend even convinced her that she didn't really see someone.
And now, bless her heart, she's been in a mental hospital for the past 9 years.
And she told her like a year or two later that it was me. And I probably went back over there at least 30 times. And it all went well. I just didn't go over there when her sister was over there. She went back to college. But the fact that the cops were called and searched the entire house was just hilarious to me. And then I went to my buddy's house and we all had fun. It was a good night.
Good. Glad everything worked out well for you.
And I never got caught. Out of like the 50 times that I stayed over and cuddled, never got caught.
That's amazing. What a uplifting story. Luckiest son of a bitch I've ever met. So lucky.
And the other closest time that I almost got caught is one time I was downstairs and the mom, there was just so many times where I should have gotten caught. I would sneak in while the mom was downstairs a lot of times too, in the living room, which you can see from the front door. And I would see her while I snuck in the front door.
Yeah.
Just somehow just get in. Don't know how.
Right.
And one time she was down there and she's like, oh, well, just when you come in the front door, just go in the basement. Went in the basement, came upstairs. Her mom walked through. I hid behind the door in the bathroom. I could see her walking by through the crack, and the dog I could see the dog look in the bathroom and go, "Arf, arf," like that. I was like, oh, fuck. So, because if that dog got a hold of him, if he got surprised, he would actually attack. He was a wild dog. He luckily did not go in there and just walked right by me. Just multiple times. It's so close, so close to being caught. Never did.
I hate you so much. God, I hate
Good
you.
times. Dude, it's worth to get somebody cuddled up beside you. It was worth it.
And are you two still together?
No. We had a really bad falling out.
Yeah, you cheated on her, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
I never... Dude, no. We're just not together.
Yeah.
That was almost 10 years ago, bro.
I'm sorry. I thought I must have got that mixed up with another friend. All right. You got anything else?
No.
Drop the vape pen. You're throwing that out, right?
I am. As soon as it ends.
Okay. Fantastic. I've been Ronnie. Well,
Wow. Just go right into it. Don't tell them about the YouTube or anything like that.
I was getting ready to do that. We are those diehards listening. We want to do videos for Attack on Titan coming up. We want to up our game, but it's very expensive to do it right. You know, we don't want to use any kind of little webcams. We're looking for a real camera.
We're not omegling this shit.
Yeah, we're trying. If someone knows something about that, contact us. Might have some questions for you, but we'll see what happens. Because it's not just you get a camera. Then you got to make sure you have a computer that can process the video. Then you got to make sure that you have an editing software that won't bog down that computer. You got to have lights to make sure that it doesn't look like the dark, dingy hole that it actually is in here.
Yeah, and we'll have extra content no matter what, even if it is just audio. But the video thing is a little complicated right now.
But we're working on it.
We're working on it.
So I've been Ronnie.
I've been Chatty.
Email us at thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com. Follow us at Podcast Chronic. Join the Discord. All of that in the description below. Peace.
Peace.
Fuck you, Pokemon.